Demon, it's so good. And then if they both do that, it's a draw.
You're
and
not
we'll
going to
go to another game.
You're not going to go with the better team's going to win?
Of course the better team's going to win, Ben. All right, let's send it back. The last time we're sending it back to the auditorium, to the tournament floor for a game. It's the final match between NaVI and Alliance. Winner will be taking home the championship. Best of luck to both teams, and enjoy the games.
Alliance versus 2011 international champions, NaVI.
Everything hangs in the balance. It all comes down to this. One more game, $2 million on the table. Winner, first place at the international, the aegis and the prestige of being the best Dota 2 team in the world. The loser, second place, and only 600,000. And here we go, Lumi. And it wouldn't be appropriate if we didn't have another Wisp.
Well, Wisp has 100% win rate
in the grand finals.
In grand finals, and Alliance takes it. So by statistics, can we just go home, or we?
If we were Bruno, we'd just say show's over, folks. But we're casters, we're gonna stick with it. So they get a Wisp. They actually, the reply from NaVI was identical this game. They pick up Bat, then they pick up Alk, same draft that we saw before. Alliance, the reply, same from them as well. They go for Profit. It has an eerie feeling about it. They're on the same sides. It's the same draft thus far. Will these paths diverge? I think they already have, actually.
I feel like we're watching a scrim. Like, you know how teams practice against each other and say, you know what, we want to practice one strategy, you want to practice other strategy, let's keep everything the same and let the play decide itself. But
hell of a scrim. Hell of a friggin' scrim.
Scrim with $1.4 million on the line.
For first, and then $2 million total if you factor in second. It's a lot of money. But NaVI have already broken the mold. Last game, they went third pick Puck. This game, they go Rubik. And then the reply, Ake's Crystal Maiden. Now NaVI, in the last phase of the previous draft, Enigma was banned. Puppy could not get his hands on it. This time around, he will not be denied. He's got his Enigma.
An Enigma pickup here on fourth is not a bad order to go about it, because both, Alliance has shown their support. So you know exactly what you get away with, whether he needs a BKB, whether he wants to go Blink. So Alliance need to pick up something that could actually pierce through a BKB. And I gotta say, S4 played the Beastmaster in game number 1 wasn't the best play because so much actually focused onto him, but I mean, why not? I think Beastmaster is a pickup here, but no, he wants to go with the Puck.
Oh, this is looking good, Lumi. On one side, we've got what looks to be a Dendi Bat, and on the other, we've got the S4 Puck. At long last, we're gonna get a real showdown in the mid lane. Two heroes that can snowball. Two heroes that can find early kills. Two of the best gankers in the game. Oh, get excited for this.
All right, so a couple of things real fast. NaVI needs to pick up a little bit more burst damage. Last game, Alliance, you saw the Wisp surviving for quite a bit, even with the Flaming Lasso. So I think they need to get burst damage to actually pierce through the Wisp and kill him immediately. At the same time, Alliance for the last draft need to get some damage output, because if BKB ends up being on the Alchemist and on Enigma, there is just no damage output at all coming out from Alliance.
And Puck does not transition as well into a semi-carry role as a Night Stalker.
Now, Nature's Prophet does give you some damage, but he gets it much later.
There is an anti-mage in the pool here. And we have seen a lot of teams in the past, when they really need a win, they turn to anti-mage. Gyro's been banned out. Loda doesn't normally play PL without a Coddle. What are they going to pick for Loda?
Anti-mage, PA.
There is a CK, there's a Tiny, I mean there's the classic Wisp partners, but
there's options.
They don't farm that well, generally speaking. Tiny does eventually, but CK not so much.
Yeah, with the wide hero pool that Loda has, it's really, really hard to predict. Meanwhile, NaVI, of course, needing Funix hero, although it's not set just yet. Bat Rider was played by Funix last game, and maybe they pick up Dendy. Wow, Templar Assassin!
Opa Dendi, Opa Dendi! We're gonna see a Dendi TA mid, and TA, by the way, does very well against Puck.
Oh, she
does. This is a tough matchup. This is gonna be hard for S4. That puts Funnick into the jungle as Bat, and now Alliance, their final chip on the table. It's all in on this Loda last pick. What's it gonna be?
I have no freaking clue. I have no freaking clue.
Loda, what's he thinking of here? Is it a Sven? Is it a Tiny? Is it a CK? Is it an anti-mage? They're showing his max kills, his max GPM. Can't go out. That's not an option.
I think against Templar Assassin, of the heroes that you listed, Tiny is probably the best. But no, they're going to go with Chaos Knight. So with Chaos Knight for the final game of the International number 3, both teams trying to go home with $1.4 million. And of course, the lovely Aegis.
And that one matters. To these players, in some ways, it may matter more than the money. Not that the money isn't nice, but they want to be known as the best. Not second best, not close, but the best. And to be the best, you got to win this game. It's game 5 of a best of 5 Alliance versus NaVI. $2 million at stake. There's no more games to fall back on. There's no more second chances. You win or you finish second. And here we go. It's tense.
It's tense.
There's a palpable air in this crowd.
Everybody's just waiting with bated breath. I mean, obviously, they're just strategizing. We're going to see Dendi on the Templar Assassin. We're definitely going to see Puppey on the Enigma. Kuroki going to handle his world-famous Rubik. Bat Rider, it's going to go to Funnick. And last but not least, Havos. He's been playing Alchemist all day long, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been playing a lot of Alchemist. Of course, this is another game of Dota, right? It's still Dota in the end. $2 million on the table, but it's a very big game of Dota. NaVI, the International 1 champions, they've attended now 3 grand finals. Can they make a second championship theirs? Can they take another home? Havos the Alp, Funnick the Bat, Kuroki on the Rubik, Dendi the TA mid, and last but not least, Puppey on the Jungle Enigma. Our first ever Game 5 at the International on the side of the Alliance. The Kings in the North, yet to lose a series at this tournament. They've lost a few games in a row here, but they battled back to force this game. S4 on his signature puck. EGM, the EO, the Wisp. Ake, the Crystal Maiden. Loda on the Chaos Knight, and they're heading to the bottom lane. Last but not least, it's Admiral Bulldog expecting to go 1v1 against the Funnick Bat, starting with a Magic Stick, heading to the top lane.
So Loda and his team decides to go offensive trialing with the Wisp. Now Wisp generally considered very weak on the offensive trialing because he has 0 armor, but I think they're definitely on the offensive. And let's see if Havos, and of course with Kuroki's backup, whether he could handle it. Back in the mid lane, Dendi is going to have a little bit of assistance. Puppey will destroy the first creep with Demonic Conversion, and that should be a tiny kind of assistance there. And of course, he is going to be matched up against S4's puck. By the way, no polling here. So this is as true of a 1v1 as it possibly gets.
Yeah, nice work by Bulldog here. Sends a trance to the top rune. Will deny the creep, and meanwhile,
Havos,
bottom lane, they're hunting Havos, but unable to pick him off. He's way off. So, aggressive tri-lane, and the reason this really could work is because NaVI are running a jungle Enigma. So, at best, it's a dual lane bottom, and in fact, it won't be a dual lane bottom. Kuroki's going top.
Want to get a first blood top. I don't think Admiral Bulldog was expecting this at all.
Yeah, this lane could get first blood, but really not until level 2, I feel. Let's see, though. Maybe you can run him down with Napalm.
If you get like 4 stacks on him, just with Napalms and right clicks, it could do it. One stack?
There's not many stacks now. They're going to have to really wait for this.
2 stacks.
Meanwhile, Alliance, they didn't ward the pole camp. It seems like they want NaVI to go for the poles, expecting Kuroki to be there and then kill him, but he's not. They just have vision. So Havos sitting back, both teams at the tense moment. A first blood could very well decide this game. Such snowball-oriented lineups on both sides.
Mid lane here, Dendi dropping out a ton of harass with the side blades. Last hit, denies, and of course, a ton of harassment. Now S4.
This is a very hard matchup for Puck. TA is going to have the better damage as you level up the refraction, and ultimately S4 cannot kill a TA by himself unless he gets a big rune, and Dendi gets ganked, overextends hugely unless there's another hero in support. So Dendi's going to have an edge mid in the mid lane. That could be huge. They're trying to force this first blood top. It's not going to happen, though. Kuroki, in the end, will back off.
Yeah, so
bottom lane. Havos on the run, gets pulled into a tether. He's channeling a stun, but he's been locked in position. Dropping fast, not dead yet. Loda's low. Loda is going to die.
Havos drops the first blood. Admiral Bulldog going for the kill right now. Tanner to break the trees. Tango up here by Havos. He's got a juke.
He's got a low. Ake's
charging
low.
of a sun.
Is he really going to do it?
Oh my God.
He might get two.
Going for the kill. Is he going to get it? Havos gets the double kill. My God. Havos is simply too damn good.
1v4. He finds 2. He does fall, but man, NaVI, talk about a clutch play there. That is so huge. That could just win them the game. That one moment right there.
I'm shaking my head in disbelief.
They're tri-laning against an Alchemist. Alchemist is not good at the early levels. He's got 2 armor. He's got 700 HP. Just great juking. Now they're going again. Once more, they'll go for a boast. A 1-second stun. The luck not with them. Another TP.
Magic Stick, 4 charges. Can he get to the trees? He will. He's going to be saved. Tango.
He's going to live. They're still going for this. Bulldog taking the
jukes. So much juke for the trees being destroyed. One more stun. He's still juking to the right side. Tower. EGM's low. Can you get the kill on EGM? Oh my god.
He's got another tether here.
Acid Spray. Acid Spray gets the kill. Havos.
So they're quad laning bottom. Let's just call it what it is. It's a quad lane. That's 2 Bulldog TPs to the bottom lane. They have 4 heroes bottom, and he is leading 3-2. And meanwhile, Dendy's 1v1 mid. He's winning his lane handily, 11-10 already. And Funnick, free farm top lane. There's nobody here. Puppy, he's got the jungle to himself. He's just rubbing his palms together. Alliance is really shooting themselves in the foot, and Havost is putting them in a horrible position.
Well, they got to keep up the aggression right now. I mean, Kuroki is pretty much a free kill if you get that tether in. But so far they don't find it. Meanwhile, Havo's just picking him items after items. The boots and speed pickup, as well as the magic stick pickup after his death, was absolutely huge. And allowed him to survive long enough so that Tower could do the rest. But let's quickly check out the mid lane. You were saying that Dendy was leading quite a bit, and look at the CS difference, 15 and 13.
He's crushing this lane. He's got 14 denies against the ranged hero. Look at the level disparity already. Dendy versus the Puck. He's a full level ahead. He's halfway to 6. S4, not even halfway to 5. And once
they want it one more time on the bot lane. Havo's down to about half HP. Pops a magic wand quite early. Drops a stun. Needs to get a lift. There's a lift. Defensive toss back. And NaVI stays death once again.
Havos lives yet again. They keep on trying to find kills. When you run an aggressive tri-lane Wisp, when you run an aggressive tri-lane in general, you need to get those kills. They were up against nothing but an Alk. It felt like it should have been easy, but Havos just outplayed them. Absolutely outplayed them. And now Alliance, it's still close in terms of gold experience. It's not out of reach by any means, but this lineup really does rely on getting ahead, and they're behind. NaVI is looking so masterful right now.
Well, NaVI, you know when they're ahead, they definitely want to apply pressure, and the pressing question is, when is that pressure going to come? Is it going to come from Dendy? Is it going to come from Funnick? Or is it going to come from Enigma, from his pushes? As well, Jungle Havo says, all right, I had it all on the bot lane. I'm rotating. I'm ganking Havos?
He does have 2 CS. I guess that's the one good piece of news, but that's about it, Ruby. And it's not a 4 protect 1. They have Dendy mid on TA. They have plenty of other damage. So they don't need Havos to be the hard carry. Simply dropping acid spray, throwing out stuns, Dendy can carry this game. He's going for the phase boots. He's got his magic wand coming soon. And with this kind of start, 26 and 17, they need to gank him, but their lineup isn't that good at ganking TA. The refraction charges are going to be a real pain for them to deal with.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden's Frostbite is going to be their best spell to get that gank off, but she is so slow that if she makes a gank at TA kills her. So yeah, I think Alliance is definitely out of options. Now, we've seen Alliance in this position in the past where early game they struggle, but mid game they always come back. And it's going to be on the back of an S4 Puck. I have absolute confidence that we're going to see a lot more better fights out of S4.
But he's losing his lane. He's 19-3. Dendy's 29 and 18.
Lane's overrated. S4's S4.
He is really losing his lane, though. This is going to be tough for him. Not yet level 6. Nowhere near a blink. He can't even get the runes because Havost is denying him at every corner. More things going NaVI's way. Funnick, level 6 as well. He's got 900 gold. Once he gets a blink, you look at Alliance and just look at these heroes. Ake, no Ogre Club for him, no Tranquil Boots, sitting with 500 HP. The Wisp.
They want Loda.
Nothing.
They want Loda. Loda's going to get lifted. He's going to get tossed back. We're going to see a stun to the face. Malefice on top as well. And Loda being left alone. 4-second stun, trying to get the kill. He's not going to do it. Oh, Havost! Oh, nice pickoff by Alliance. Nice pickoff.
Great pickup by them, but Loda dies as a Chaos Knight. This hero does not flash farm. This hero does not really catch up from farm. So dying there, a huge loss nonetheless. Havos falls, but Dendy's still farming. Funnick's still farming. Puppy's still farming. And we're so used to when Alliance is winning, Loda gets off to a hot start and never looks back. He's being shut down right now. 30 and 8, but his net worth.
Top lane, they want Funnick. Funnick gets relocated back here, and Funnick just melts to the pressure. Can he make it out alive? Magic's no.
Dead. Big kill for the Alliance. All of a sudden, EGM's level 5. He's close to level 6. That was an off-lane bat who was level 7. I mean, getting that, the gold is nice, but the experience, the big thing there.
Yeah, unfortunately, he did not have a magic stick or a point into his flame break, so he basically had no defense mechanism against that.
going in on S4. He's not killing him, but again, continue to zone him off the lane, winning in terms of farm. He's prepping with the traps. S4, got to be careful
Have
here.
we ever seen S4 be this pressure in a true 1v1? There's no polling, there's no ganks. It's just Dandy straight up 1v1ing and outplaying S4.
It's the matchup. I mean, TA really does crush Puck 1v1. You have no way to remove Refraction. You don't have as much damage as the TA, and he's not getting ganked. So without that, I mean, they'll need the Wisp, they'll need the Prophet to get involved to catch up.
Yeah, Orb's being tossed out, trying to push the lane back. Dandy's going to blind check top here. Hopefully he finds himself a rune, and it's going to be in bot lane. Of course, Puppy's already on top of that.
Oh, watch out. Ooh, Puppy's on the hunt.
Traps.
There's a lot of traps here. S4 heading down the river. He gets Malphite stuck. Black hole as well! And S4 will fall. Another kill for NaVI.
Oh my goodness, every single lane being decimated by NaVI. Are we going to see a two-time champion?
It's a little early yet, Lumi. It's close, though. Leading in terms of gold, leading in terms of experience. Alliance will need to dig deep here. It's a triple gauntlet build from EGM. Pure tank. He wants to live through the burst. He knows it's coming. And now with Black Hole down, they do have Phantasm here on Loda. They will have Relocate soon. Alliance, they'll need to rely on ganks to get back in this game. Because when it comes to farm, Habost, he'll get Greevil's Greed very soon, I imagine. And he'll start catching up. The rest of them are out farming Alliance right now.
Yeah, we have seen how Alliance snowballs. They were behind before. Keep in mind, last game, after one 5-man wipe, they just win the game off that. So Alliance definitely very much so still in the game. EGM gotta get to level 6 though, so he needs to turn back to the jungle with the Crystal Maiden, and hit that 6.
The first tower for the Alliance falls top. The tier 1 is down, and now they can go back, continue to pull, get that Wisp a level 6, and go for some ganks. They'll have a Bulldog Midas, so that tower pretty important in that regard. Still though, it does feel like NaVI were very comfortable giving that up. Did not force the defense. They're waiting on some next items. Funnick, his Blink Dagger coming soon. Puppy, Mech not too far off. He's about 1,200 gold away. Dendy, close to his next item. And I think this is a BKB game to me. We'll see what Dendy wants to go for, but here we go. Relocate on Habost, trapped in position. This time does he get out? Not that easy. Alliance strikes back with a vengeance, 5-5, and a much needed kill. They continue to shut this out down.
A momentary lapse in Havost's judgment. Does not see Havost turn level 6, and that was an instant game.
EGM just hit level 6 there. Very quick relocate. Now we'll go for an Urn. And hey, Loda, no time wasted in farming. Chaos Knight's not a great farmer, but when you have Wisp, you spend less time on the ganks.
Yeah, when you're participating in those kills and you get those kills, yeah, it helps you farm quite a bit. Meanwhile, Kuroki is level 6 as well, so we saw a game where last time he did not get anything done because he was getting picked off. This game, he's got a quick level 6, and what are some of the good spells that he can steal this game?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing to point out is, sure, Habost is getting shut down, but to me, NaVI and Alliance both are winning when their supports have the hot start. And right now, Puppy's level 8, Kuroki's level 6, they're both having a hot start. I think after the Arcane Boots, Kuroki maybe just tank up a little bit, get your Magic Wand, work towards your Blink Dagger. Puppy will go mech, and once they get that next level of items, finding pickoffs gets really easy for them.
Yeah, I mean, Kuroki could tank up or he could get a Blink. And I'm more leaning towards a Blink.
We'll see. Yeah. He's got a lot of options here. He'll wait. He'll bide his time. There are other heroes to initiate as well. There's Funnick to jump in first. There's nothing that big to steal an Alliance. Maybe Dreamcoil or Silence, but I think the big thing is just to stay alive and find a good jump. 5 heroes mid for NaVI. They love to fight early. They love to fight constantly, and they're hunting S4. Ooh. There's a Blink, a lasso as well. Locked in place, and just look at it melt.
Oh, Aki, you're in the wrong neighborhood. One more trap's gonna do Malefice on top. They're backing off because there's a huge backstab from Loda. Oh, EGM's gonna get, oh, there's the kill. And now Loda in huge trouble. Can they have traps? Can they have stun? Meanwhile, Loda somehow finds a double kill. The stun comes out. Aki, couple more hits, but it's a 2-second stun. Aki's still alive. Kuroki on the backline trying to get the right glow. The zap from Kuroki. They're not done just yet. Dandy trying to get the Mel Strike. He finds it. Kuroki.
Dandy! Dandy! Out of his mind right now. In comes S4. There's a stun from Habost with his dying wishes. Dandy, though, will fall. And immediately the Alliance replies. But they do buy back on Loda.